Hello everyone, this is Chords, and I wanted to talk to you about my day. Yesterday I grouped with Raiso again, the monk I've been grouping with, and Adaria, I hope I'm saying her name correctly, which was the rogue that was in the group with us in North Row. We ended up doing really well. I don't believe anyone died, and later on we ended up getting 2 shaman. So we had constant heals, and we had one that was really nicely twinked, so they even helped do damage as well. I want to talk to you about kiting and why I think it's changed from what I remember from classic EverQuest. So to start out, I got a message yesterday. I'll link it, or not link it, but I'll post it on the video. But it pretty much was talking about the way kiting is in Project 1999, because in classic it wasn't the same. In Classic, we could, at level 2, go into Kinos and pull and kite just by running circles, because the mobs aren't very fast, and it was rather easy. Well, when they ended up taking out the ability to use PBAOEs as kiting abilities or songs, they made it so that you had to stand in one place, and if you moved, the dot would stop and you could not continue to dot the mob that you're fighting, which I thought was rather rude after being a bard for so long. But now kiting has changed, and the way that you kite in Project 1999 is apparently strafe kiting, which I gather the concept. You strafe like you normally would, but it's very odd to me, because it's not just making it. Alright. Maybe it's because I didn't group or didn't kite primarily until I was level 18, which is when you do get your larger diameter PBA. But the dynamic of the way that you could kite back then is that you could actually count the amount of steps, the sound that it made every step that you made, to when you were going to turn. So you count 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, turn, and then you would be able to also count your songs on those same beats, so that you could say the song takes so many seconds to cast, so you'd be 1, 2, turn on, return Salos on, 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, turn on your dot, and so on. And this is how it used to be, but it's not that way now, apparently. So this is something I'm going to have to learn, and I'm going to practice. I think the best place to practice is North Row, but I want to get a little bit more levels on me, and I probably won't start until level 18. I may practice before level 18, but I may not start until level 18. So in the group here, I ended up getting level 12. Ended up going to Kinos after that, and went back to Black Barrel and fought in a really, really great group about 6 o'clock this morning, and we were able to kill everything in the zone. We could kill Split Paw himself. We could kill the commander. We had no problems on killing anything. And all we were was a group of level 10 to 12s. But we all were doing what we were supposed to do and got through it. Ended up getting around 16 null teeth, so I went and turned those in before I camped, and I ended up getting a total of 3 yellows into level. So I also wanted to talk about the other thing that I've been doing, which is playing my Necromancer. I played him for a little bit last night, and I started out by grouping him with a female Ixar monk. We were grouping pretty well. Then we ended up adding another monk, and then adding another Necromancer, and adding a shaman. And it was so different, the way the group was, because how do you talk to people when all they're talking about is twink gear? Are you wearing an FPSS? Are you wearing a fungi tunic? Are those woo staves? Or I don't know what the equipment is for monks. I'm more of a bard or caster kind of person. That's what I played mostly, so that's what I know. But it was really hard to make any kind of conversation. Probably 95% of the conversation was by them, and unless they asked me directly, I didn't even talk to them, because they weren't acting like proper Ixar in my mind. They were almost children Ixar, talking about their new toys, where I was in my roleplay mind worried more about the livelihood of our species. So I was very direct in anything that I was asked. If I was asked, I'd promptly reply, but I'd be very direct. So it's very different. Only one person really picked up and sent me direct tells that they understood what I was doing, because I was the only person the whole time talking in Ixar, or talking in lizard speak. And whenever I would talk, I like I said, I had a specific demeanor that I was trying to uphold. So it ended up, for me, it was fun. For them, they had no clue what I was doing, except for one person. So if you want a group, you can send me a tell. My name is Chords or Sarifis, and I will write in the description the spelling. Just keep in mind that if you're not Ixar, I will group with you, but I will only talk to you in lizard speak. So if you expect anything else from me, then you're poorly mistaken. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great 3-day weekend. I'll continue to post videos over the weekend, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.